Anakin Skywalker fell to the dark side of the Force and became the Sith Lord known as Darth Vader, it became one of his major missions to construct a new lightsaber, and a lightsaber worthy of his new calling as a Sith Lord. For his first few months operating as an Imperial enforcer, Darth Vader used the spare lightsaber of his master Darth Sidious, although Vader considered his master's weapon very archaic and old-fashioned. Vader wanted to build a lightsaber that was specifically tooled for battle, a lightsaber that would give him a major advantage when coming against fallen Jedi of Order 66, and a weapon that he hoped to use to one day overthrow his master. As Darth Vader began construction on his Sith lightsaber, he set out with one goal: to impress his master. Darth Vader wanted to do something with his lightsaber that had never been done before, creating what he wanted to be the ultimate saber of a Dark Lord of the Sith, a weapon so mechanically advanced that it was far superior than any other lightsaber that it would come against in combat. Unfortunately though, Vader would come into several setbacks that would view him to ultimately despise his very own lightsaber for reasons that we will explore in this video. Unfortunately, for very specific reasons, Darth Vader could never construct the Sith lightsaber of his dream. The weapon that he had pictured in his mind was one that he could not wield effectively in combat. The reason for this was because of his extremely large cybernetic hand. He simply lacked the finesse to wield a weapon of such majesty, and because of this, he was forced to make his lightsaber far larger than he would have preferred. Because of his cybernetic hands, he had to make the grip of the lightsaber far longer than he would have originally have preferred, lacking a lot of the elegance that he had as Anakin Skywalker. Ultimately, instead of creating the ultimate lightsaber that Vader had in his mind, he fell back on his original Jedi lightsaber design, and instead simply made a larger variation of that weapon. Even Vader's very lightsaber mocked him. The idea that because of his cybernetics and the hindrances that they implanted upon him, that he could never construct the lightsaber of his dream. He could never actually use the lightsaber that he wanted to create following his turn to the dark side of the Force. Again, Vader's ultimate goal was to create a lightsaber that was specifically tooled for lightsaber combat, which in many senses he was eventually successful for. Unfortunately though, the weapon was very large and difficult to maneuver, something that Vader would have to work around. Still though, Darth Vader's lightsaber did have many advantages that a normal weapon did not. For example, it had what is known as a dual phase setting, meaning that Darth Vader could change the length of his lightsaber blade in the heat of a duel. Switching to various blade lengths made it harder for an opponent to keep track of the actual laser blade. The weapon was also far more durable than a normal lightsaber was, as well as longer than a normal standard lightsaber, allowing Vader to use his increased strength to his absolute advantage, being able to literally cleave through his enemies. Although the lightsaber was not ideal, it would serve Vader successfully for the rest of his life in Star Wars Legends. Darth Vader never actually lost this lightsaber and always kept this design. In fact, Darth Vader's lightsaber would follow him until his death on the second Death Star that we witnessed in Return of the Jedi, proving that the lightsaber design was extremely effective, if not ideal. Still though, in Vader's own mind, he had the idea of a far superior weapon, a weapon that just like his lack of force potential would mock him for the rest of his life, as he would never be able to successfully wield it in combat, and he was forced to create what he considered to be an inferior weapon and version of the design in his head. But that is why Darth Vader actually hated his own lightsaber. But leave your own thoughts on this in the comments down below, and did you know about this aspect of Darth Vader's lightsaber before this video? As always my friends, thank you so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.